This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts. Can you tell me if you can hear me? I actually can't hear anything on my computer, but I think it's because I changed the settings to my Bluetooth. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes. I know this isn't the best start to a podcast, but can you guys hear me? I see a bunch of high Clays. Okay, awesome. Hey everyone, I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks Commentary, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. It is Wednesday, February the 15th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I am so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here on a night, full stop, period. The Canucks lost tonight 6-4 to the New York Rangers in a much more entertaining game than Monday night when they lost to Detroit. At least that's what Sean said. Sean was there. And I appreciate you being here. I have to fly out to Dallas tomorrow morning. I actually have to go to help at a conference first at 7 a.m. in the morning. Then I'm going to drive back to Richmond. Then I'm going to fly out to Dallas. I'll tell you all about that in a second. But let's break down the game first, and then I can tell you about my trip. And I got one complaint on one of my comments that I don't spend enough time breaking down the game or actually talking about the Canucks on these live streams. I respectfully reply back that these live streams are more about building community for me, hanging out with you guys, letting you guys get your 2 cents in as well. But I'll try and do the game a little bit of justice. So moderators, thanks in advance. Do what you got to do. Legends, Hall of Fame members, and franchise members, thanks to all of you for being here as well. Everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston, in Richmond, in the city, in the lower mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I do not take you for granted. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, I always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. So here we go. I ask you to subscribe so you can get active in the chat section and so you get my videos every single day. I ask you to like this video. There are already 40 of you in here. Thank you. 40 of you in here, and I see only 10 likes. That's not good. We can do better, you guys. So let's bump those likes up. You can leave a donation and get that donation train out of the station. I made a pact with myself. No more begging for donations. If you want to give, you'll give. You don't need me to ask you to give. So if you want to leave a donation, leave a donation. If you want to gift a membership, gift a membership. You want to become a member or upgrade your membership, you can do that as well. But most importantly, get active in the chat section and talk amongst yourselves. I'll highlight certain things when I get to, halfway through the show for sure. Or if you give a donation, then I will highlight it. Or if you use one of your membership messages for sure. Listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Thank you. And of course, I will go for the first 15 minutes or so. Then I will turn it over to you. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll talk about the game for about 10 or 12 minutes. I'll throw it to you for 10 or 12 minutes, talk about the game. Then I'll talk about my Dallas trip. And then I'll do my mid-show sponsor read. And then I'll throw it over to you for the last 10 to 15 minutes. You can ask me about Dallas, or you can simply share your thoughts about tonight's game. Sound good? Sounds great. Okay, let me get a drink of water and let's get going. My son Sean was there. He got some pretty cheap seats, some student rush seats, and he was third row, right behind the cameras, third row, center ice, and for some really, really, really good price, a really good price. Not going to go through all the goals, but there are a lot of them. If you like scoring, then you would be happy tonight. There were 5 goals in the first period, 3 in the second, and 2 more in the third. Does that sound right? 5, 3, and 2? Yes, 5, 3, and 2 makes a total of 10. New York got 6 of them. Vancouver got the other 4. So again, I won't break down every single goal, but I'll go pretty quick. Lazar gets punched in the face, I think, and it goes off him somehow. First credit to Joshua. But actually, before we get that, I got to highlight the legend himself. Just incredible. Coming through. I think I've got the perfect length, the perfect volume too. Thank you. Legendary Just Incredible. $5 donation. Let's give Justin some love. Credit for scoring 4 versus Shesterkin. Seelovs was all right. Can't fault him for too much considering the circumstances and the defense. Choo-choo, roll on. Yes, Justin. Let's give some love to Justin. Thank you for getting the donation train out of the station. I appreciate you. And I would agree with Justin's comments, actually, that Seelovs was okay. He wasn't great. Kind of started off kind of like Mikey DiPietro. Remember he started that game way back on, I think it was February 2000 something. I know it was a snowy day. He had to get thrown in because both Markstrom and Demko were hurt. And I think he lost 7-3 or something against San Jose. So this one was close, 6-4. I'm not sure why I predicted 4-1. That was like the worst prediction I've ever made. If you watch my video from earlier today, I said that they're either going to get blitzed or that Seelovs was going to be amazing. So I wasn't right on any account. And let's give some love to Jay, getting back into membership as a franchise member. Welcome back, Jay. Nice to see you. Let's give some love to Jay in the chat as well. Okay. Lazar scores first. Zibanejad scores. He kind of just skates in and fakes Seelovs and scores. So not the best start. Okay, no problem. Then Panarin scores from Jimmy Vesey. And this one, I can't remember it. Was this one? Oh, this was cross ice. I don't think Seelovs had a chance on that one. JT Miller scores on the power play. A really nice setup from Petey. JT Miller and Petey's spot on the circle. And then Panarin scores again. This one is the one I can't remember. Oh, this was the deflection. Really nice deflection. So now it's Seelovs, can't really blame him on that one either. So now it's 3-2 New York. Second period, Kreider. This was a beautiful goal. Tarasenko, Zibanejad, and Kreider. 3-way passing. Awesome. Not sure where all our guys were, but it was still good. Connor Garland. Kuzmenko was the story of this goal. Basically skates sideways while keeping the puck very close to himself. Puts it off the crossbar of the post. Garland puts it in. The goal was way nicer. Kuzmenko's effort was way nicer than I'm giving him credit for, but I can't spend too much time on it. But if you haven't seen the highlight, it's all anyone was talking about. By the way, I didn't see the first 2 periods. Wednesday night's my church night, so I didn't see the first 2 periods. So I only saw the third period, but I watched all the highlights. And then K'Andre Miller, that was the long goal from distance, right? That can't remember if Seelovs was screened or what happened there. Then Kuzmenko scores a nice, powerful shot from the slot. 5-4, 11 minutes left. Pretty exciting. And then Zibanejad scores into the empty net. Panarin does not get his hat trick goal, but he at least assists on it. By the way, I just saw that Carol gifted a membership, which is equal to a $5 donation. So thank you to Carol. I think that deserves some love. And this is actually for Jay. I should have played this for Jay becoming a member too. So for Jay and for Carol, thank you to both of you. Jay becoming a franchise member once again. Carol gifting a franchise membership, and it goes to Harry. Let's see if Harry sticks around this time. And I mean that with all love and respect. I want Harry to stick around. I want all members to stick around. So thank you very much for your generosity, everyone. Yes, welcome to Harry, and love to Carol for sure. You look at the stats. Look at this. We outshot them 29-28. We outfaced off them 2-1. We scored on the power play. We out-hit them. The only thing they did was out-blocked us. So the hustle stats or the game stats, the Canucks did very well. New York, Panarin gets his 3 points. Zibanejad gets his 3 points. Adam Fox, relatively quiet, 1 assist, but their defense is so good. Schneider, Chuba, Fox, Miller, Lindgren, Mikula, very, very good. For us, it was Petey and Kuzmenko leading the way with 2 points apiece. And then Hughes gets an assist. Just looking at the plus minus, Pedersen, DiGiuseppe, Miller, Besser, all with more than -1, -2, -3. Then I'm looking at the shots. 5 hits for Joshua, not bad. And then 4 hits for Stillman. And then you see Ekman Larsson only with 5 minutes of ice time, which we'll talk about in a second. And the Seelovs, 22 saves on 27 shots, 8-15. But yeah, certainly some nerves there. But he's 21 years old. He's playing against a very, very powerful team. And I think it was okay. I think he was just fine. I actually agree with the way that Justin put it. And Harry, it was wonderful to see you at the game on Monday night as well. Lazar got hurt. You see, he only played 5.5 minutes. Ekman Larsson got hurt. He only played over 4 minutes, 4.75 minutes. You guys, I'm not saying that the Canucks are that they're going to get injured just because they're in a bad position, but this is just kind of the thing that happens when you're not having a good season. Obviously, Demko was out for so long, and then Dermott was slow out of the gate. Then Mikheyev gets hurt, and now he's shut down. Pearson shut down. Concussion issues for Lockwood. And then now it's Lazar, it's OEL. So in a different year when we'd be chasing a playoff spot or we'd want all our guys going all the time, this would be even more frustrating. In a year like this year, when we obviously know where we are, there's no rush if Lazar is a bit banged up. There's no rush if OEL is a bit banged up. This is where you can bring in a Dermott if he's healthy, a Jack Rathbone. You can bring in some guys from Abbotsford. This is the year to do it. And Clay, why do you say that? Well, did you guys know that Arizona won tonight? So technically, they are actually, well, we have 46 points in 55 games. I don't know what the tiebreaker is, but we're listed as 28. So we are now officially in the bottom 5 of the league. We are in the bottom 5 of the league, basically tied for 5th last. There's no way, I don't think we're going to catch Columbus, Chicago, and Anaheim. As bad as we've been, they're going to be quite bad as well. But now we're right in this mix of the next 3 teams, San Jose, Vancouver, Arizona. And look at this. We are 1 point out of falling to 4th worst in the league. So let's see what happens. But for anyone wanting the Canucks to increase their draft chances, they are getting their wish. And isn't it crazy? I was predicting, I can't lie. You guys can just go back to my earliest streams prior to the season. I was predicting the Canucks to finish in a playoff spot. I was predicting them as high as 3rd in the Pacific. Boy, don't I look stupid right now. And I know I couldn't have predicted all the madness that has happened this season, but yes, I was predicting the Canucks to finish 3rd in the Pacific. You know what's crazy when you look at this? 3 of the bottom 5 teams are from the Pacific Division. I would say we do not have a strong division. One last thing, we'll look at this before we wrap up this part. So in the East, it's Pittsburgh. They played a lot fewer games, but Washington, Islanders, and Florida all battling within 2 points. Buffalo's only 2 behind with 4 games in hand, so you can't write Buffalo out. Same with Detroit. So you could argue that it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams battling for 2 wildcard spots. That's exciting. In the West, Dallas, where I'm going, they're the cream of the crop in the West. Big gap between Edmonton and Calgary. So right now it looks like it's Calgary and Minnesota. I know, and I guess you can't write Nashville off because they're 3 games in hand. They win 2 of those, and then they're 1 point behind. So maybe a 3-team race for 1 spot in the West, a 6-team race for 2 spots in the East. Carol uses her Hall of Fame membership message, 16 months. Awesome. Carol says, hey, Clay, just want to say I really hope you get to 10K really soon. You certainly deserve it. This beautiful community, I would love to see you get 10K and more. Take care, Clay, and God bless. Thank you, Carol. It slowed down to a scary crawl. It started to pick up a little bit. So now remember, you guys, I was, I got from 9,700 to 9,800 in a week. This is going to go way faster. No, I'm back behind. Actually, technically, I guess my goal is to get to 9,900 by the end of March, because I want 10,000 by the end of April. So technically, I'm still ahead of schedule, but it certainly has slowed down a little bit. Tiebreaker is regulation wins. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. Coach Rob coming through, gifting a membership. Let's see who this goes to. It goes to... Dun, 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 dun. Who does it go to? Brody. Have not seen that name in a while. That is awesome. Coach Rob, how come I can't highlight membership gifting in the chat? Yeah, it's weird. I can't, anything to do with members, I can't highlight in Streamlabs, but I can certainly do this. So thank you, Coach Rob, for gifting that membership. If you're sending a $5 donation, but even better, because maybe Brody will stick around after that free month. So welcome, Brody. And thank you to Coach Rob for the generosity. You guys are being awesome tonight. So I believe that's 2 membership gifts tonight, which is amazing. Okay, guys, I'm going to talk about. By the way, I will take your feedback because I wanted to. That person's feedback was strong, but it was actually fair feedback, and I took it very well. I never get defensive. I try not to get defensive, especially when it's a well thought out comment. So that person did. Oh, thank you, Wolf Girl. Yeah, do that. Get your brother to follow me. That's awesome. That message basically said that I don't talk about the Canucks enough on these live streams. I countered with, I do that in my daily vlogs. These live streams are more about building community. So some Canucks chat, but definitely some chat about my personal life. And then we just kind of roll with it from there. Honestly, put in the comments what you like. Do you want me to do more Canucks talk in these live streams, considering it's Clay's Canucks commentary, especially on a post game or on a night where the Canucks play? Or are you happy with 10 or 15 minutes of Canucks chat, then some casual chat after that? Let me know. I would love to get your feedback in the chat section. Let me do my mid-show sponsor read. Then I'll get to all your questions and comments, whether they are about the content, whether they're about the game tonight, Arthur Seelovs, whatever you want to talk about. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lynn and his team for all of your real estate needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. Sign up now for a free 21-day weight loss challenge with Coach Patrick, ptformweightloss.com/Canuck Clay. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Remember, you can buy shoes at tinyurl.com/VessiClay. And a discount code will pop up at the top of the screen. Use that for a free pair of socks, value between $15 and $20. And you help me out as well. Remember, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, gift memberships like you've been doing. Become members, upgrade your memberships, as well as listening on a podcast platform. Please rate and review. I will, I'll talk about Dallas at the very end of the stream. That way I don't get too far behind and I can get to some of your questions and comments now. And I do love your feedback. Andy says more Canucks. IC says I like it exactly how it goes. Jeff says I'm fine with the current approach. No, Beastly Twitch, I did not go to the game today. Wednesday nights, I have my church night. Coach Rob says happy the way it is. Jesse says I think you're doing the right amount of Canucks talk. You address everything we want to hear about. Fangirl says honestly I'm happy with how the streams have been going in terms of content. Andy says more Canucks talk. That's why I tune in. Totally fair. Rome says get about 200 of your friends to subscribe by February 28th so I can win the 10K contest. Peter says I do whatever you want. It's your channel, but maybe I recommend after the intro is done, then do your mid-show sponsor talk about the game. Then do your mid-show sponsors talk about the game, then answer questions. That way it saves time. But then I guess that takes away from mid-show sponsors. And mid-show sponsors, that break actually gives me a chance to catch my breath and gives you a chance to get going with your questions. Otherwise, then I'm trying to answer your questions as I'm trying to get my points across. But Peter, that's great feedback. Can you do reaction videos? Like react to this, for example, react to the Canucks Reddit or the hockey subreddit. Carl, I have been thinking about a couple things that I'm going to try on this channel when I get back from Dallas next week, time permitting. So reaction videos are one of the things that I'm thinking about. Saves time for people to ask questions you to answer. No, that's fair. Brian says, happy with everything. Thank you. EJ says your show is fine. Thank you. And by the way, I appreciate all this. I'm not fishing for compliments. I like constructive criticism as well. And you know that because I highlight those and I read those as well. Okay, no, perfect. Actually, this is really good timing. Pavan says, I agree with that person who sent you the message a few days ago about the Canucks content. It seems like your stream is more about membership shoutouts than in-depth Canucks analysis. Totally fair. I accept that, and I have no problem with that opinion. I don't agree with it completely, But I see where you're coming from. But I also think that my Canucks analysis, those are more for my daily videos when I react to news, line combinations, practices, rumors. And this one is has a bit of that, but it's more about building community. But that is a totally fair comment. Thank you. Shannon, I'm happy with talking about Canucks or whatever else is going on in the NHL. Lazy Husband says, trade Besser for a second rounder. Are we getting second rounder? JS would like more Canucks, but that doesn't mean that sometimes other topics can't be brought up. That's fair. If Lazar and OEL are out for a while, who do you think can step up? I think it's going to be Dermott or Rathbone on D. If it's Lazar, it could be a plethora. Like Stanika's waiting to get back into the lineup. Hey, Shampoo, Tank is alive. Michael, when do you are going to play Wheel of Spring? Let's talk about Canucks all night. Not sure, Michael, what any of that means, but the wheel is made for special occasions. Jake hits it, doesn't matter. Most of my friends are dogs. Oh, that must be rough. Get it? Jay, coming through. Thank you, Jay. Jay comes through. Canucks chatter along with everyday life chatter as is. It's great. I appreciate that. That's kind of the balance I'm going for. If it's an important game, then I think you would spend more time talking about the game anyways. When the games are blowout losses and there really isn't much to talk about, that's fair. Yeah, so give some love to Jay. Thank you for that generous donation. Wolfgirl, I haven't been around long. It feels like you've been around longer. I wanted you around longer, but I feel like the streams are fine. That dude, another L is a big W for us right now. Kuzmenko was really good, for sure. Taylor, these streams are for community get-togethers. The singular vids are good for more Canucks news, but here is more about the people. Kind of the vibe I'm going for. Thank you, but I totally respect that others... everyone's here for different reasons, and that's cool. That's really cool. Third round, yeah, there you go. It can get a bit rough in here. Third rounder for Besser, maybe, or maybe you bump his. I just think with Besser, you got to either retain salary or you got to take a bad contract back. Trade Clay's critics for a second. No, I'm all good with critics. If I didn't have any critics, then that means I'm doing something wrong. I'm being too agreeable or too whatever, one-dimensional. All good. Rathbone will step it up. Lee, perfect game, fun goals and lose. Yeah. Rathbone is adult. Okay. C-Love looked like a rookie, but I thought he didn't look bad. He was nervous, but he seemed to do okay versus that Rangers lineup. That's fine. All good. I'm still here and subscribed. I appreciate you, Pavan, and I didn't freak out when I read your comment. In fact, I took it to heart for sure. Constructive criticism is good. You're the best when it comes to Canucks talk and your members. I think you can take it to the next level. I appreciate that, Pavan. Thank you. Thank you for that. All good. The good, bad, and the ugly. Never ugly with me, though. Just the good and the bad. Who do you think will be traded next from Vancouver? And when? Don't see it happening. Maybe you meant to say, when do you see it happening? Shen, Garland, or Besser? Before the trade deadline. Do you think Rathbone is ever going to make it with the big club? Or do you think he's a minor league player? I don't know. I'm so hopeful for him. Quinn Hughes Light, I used to call him. Maybe that's not fair. I'm still hopeful. Were you going to talk about your Dallas trip more? I think that was skipped unless I missed it. Yeah, I'm going to actually bump that to the end in about 10 minutes or so, I see. Thank you, though. No, Peter, I didn't take it as criticism. I want feedback. Otherwise, I wouldn't have asked for it, nor would I, or I could just skip over the comments I don't like. I'm not criticizing, just giving some advice. And my thoughts, love your channel, always Clay. It was an honor to meet you at the game. All good. Feels like most games this year is PD scores, defense and special team flops, and Canucks lose. Usually the live streams are about the community, and most people watch or tune in the game already. That's totally fair. Canucks get 4 on a Vezina caliber goalie and still lose. Pretty much says everything. Yeah, it doesn't talk about the 6 we let in. I'm glad Kuzmenko took Tocchet's approach and tried really hard. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I know we talked about it on a stream earlier this week. I'm not too worried about that. Rathbone makes too many mistakes. Don't see him cracking the lineup unless he gets stem cells or something. That's a little tough. The stream's balance is perfect. Also love the positivity. Thank you, Anne. Hey, Harry, could we expect another meetup on March 6th? Definitely won't be March 6th because... Oh, you mean at the game? Sorry, I thought you meant at the pub. We'll see. I don't want to do it every single game because I want them to be special, but it doesn't have to be so formal. We can always arrange to meet somewhere for sure because I'll be with Lucas on that night. Smacked them with a bowling pin, those critics. No, all good. Worst Canucks was Myers and Stillman. We've said that a few times. I think it'd be funny if the Canucks unloaded salary cap in return for a Patrick Kane rental. That's one way to clean up. We could weaponize cap space for sure. Take on some bad contracts this year. Your daily vlogs are perfect for personal and in-depth analysis and breakdowns for the Canucks news. Why, thank you, legend. Is it bad that when I saw Oyel get hurt, my first thought was, okay, will he retire now? Yeah, that's a little bad. Rutherford will make a crazy trade that no one will see coming. He usually makes a splash before the trade deadline. One can only hope, Rome. One can only hope. Kuzmenko's good moves. He doesn't try and dangle through people. He actually protects the puck driving that. Yeah, that was such a weird, like he's skating sideways. It was just weird. Do you have a favorite non-Canucks jersey if you have a chance to put in your collection? You know, it's funny. Riley, I hardly have any non-Canucks jerseys, but I think on an earlier stream this week, I said I wouldn't mind a Colorado reverse retro. Oh no, you know what? That was a members only video where someone asked me what jersey would I get if it's non-Canucks. A Colorado Avalanche jersey. Even though Winnipeg, I like them more, I do like the Avalanche jerseys. Is Stillman our tank commander? I think a lot of people are just fine with how he plays. I come here to relieve the stress of being a Canucks fan in these frustrating, difficult, and annoying times with his organization. Thank you, Shampoo. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, Bovenlander has been pretty good. He's been great. He's been good. Once the Canucks improve as a team, then that's when the streams will be more Canucks talk than nothing. I.e. when we are good enough to make the playoffs. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we'll be talking more about good Canucks games. Thought Miller was okay. Stillman led all Canucks in ice time. Well, when Ekman Larson goes down, then now it's Hughes and Stillman together. Yeah, and when you tell me that Stillman had more ice time than Hughes, that's quite surprising. Will the Canucks make a trade from the Sharks? I wouldn't. Usually, you don't see two non-playoff teams trading with each other, especially when they're battling to be worse than the other one. I do have one Team Canada jersey from the 2014 Olympics. Leafs reversible. Oh. So does it reverse to a good team? I'm just kidding. Like Toronto's a much better team than we are this year. Which NBA jersey would you get? You know, I could go old school. I always liked Steve Nash, and before that, I like KJ, Kevin Johnson. I've always been a Phoenix Sun, and I do have a Yao Ming jersey. Give me lots of warning for a meetup at Monkey 9. Need to get meds for a trip overnight for a couple of days and need to cancel support workers. Oh yeah, Shannon, don't worry. You'll be the first to know. Well, aside from Monkey 9. I don't think that the Vancouver Canucks are going to trade a Canuck player for Patrick Kane for the hated Blackhawks. The Canucks fans are going to boo him for hitting Daniel Sedin in the head. It was actually Duncan Keith who elbowed Daniel and knocked him out for a few weeks. I want a Bruins, Pittsburgh, Blackhawks, Golden Knights, Avalanche, and Stars jersey. All in one? That would be a weird jersey. Oh, you mean 6 different jerseys. Gotcha. We do a live stream during the draft lottery so we can all react together as a community. That might be a good idea. Yeah, I'll have to find out when that is. Do you think tanking exists in the NHL? Do you think the Canucks are realizing their position and intentionally tanking now by making roster moves accordingly, or are they still trying to make a push? I definitely don't think they're trying to make a push, Justin. Even Rick Tocchet talks about it's not about the results, it's about the process. So I don't think intentional tanking exists, but you can certainly do things to lessen your chances of winning. So if that's tanking, I guess then there's some tanking. As defensemen, I always hated forward skating backwards to the net. You could never swat the puck and you couldn't paste them in the numbers. It can be a risky move, but Kuzmenko put it up. Yeah, great point. That's a really good point. And the Pens Winter Classic jersey from this year. Love the simple look. There you go. Give Stillman OEL money. Yeah, but then we have 2 guys getting $7 million. Stick and rink with Hughes on the back. Nice. Vegas Golden Knights. What player would you get? I do like Shea Theodore. Does he still play for Vegas? Let's go with Theodore. Seeing the battles versus Blackhawks, shocking to see how good throngs. What does that mean? How good throngs? I wouldn't mind having black and green Dallas Stars jersey. Yeah, I'll talk about Dallas in like 2 minutes. Canucks and Sharks aren't going to trade with each. Bay Area is known for trying to get over on folks. Don't need the Canucks to get fleeced again. Yeah, I agree. The only trade I can see Canucks make is Shen for a high third, maybe Besser with 25% retained for a second rounder. But yeah, I agree. I agree about both of those. You're not getting a first or second, maybe a third or fourth for Shen. And the tricky thing about Shen is his wife's expecting near trade deadline. So will the Canucks do him a solid and not move him? Or will they move him earlier so they can get settled or not move him at all? And I do agree with retain salary for Besser. They used to be Chicago and how they are now. Sorry, I lost that one. I gave you a shout out in my trade video today. I'm a fan. Thank you. Thank you, Kempner. And by the way, Kempner Canucks, I mentioned this on Game Over. Kempner has started out a brand new YouTube channel. So Kempner, go ahead. I'm giving you permission to share it in the chat if you're allowed to. I think it comes up. Go ahead, Kempner, and put a link to your channel in the chat. Thanks for being here. And I'll check that out. Will you do a morning live stream during trade deadline day? It might be tough since it's a Friday. Yeah, I already know I have a busy work day that day, I see, so I highly doubt it. I don't think I'll do a morning live stream. I'll just sneak away from my office to react if I need to. I have a Horvat C. I'd like to get their new reverse retro now, a PD jersey. Nice. Nice. The Canucks are going to push for some losses for Connor. Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job already. Definitely need to get Besser out of Vancouver. He's done so well in 2011 and 9 years of season, but now he's getting not that good. If we trade him, he's going to make the team worse than... Yeah, I don't know what we can get for Besser, though. Superstitions, you're not supposed to touch the cup. I have to look at Omar. Oh, yeah, very good. I've touched the cup, too, or maybe it was a fake. Yes, we agreed. We agreed we need a trade deadline day live stream. We'll see. I got to see what my work day looks like for sure. Stillman leading ice time after the first. Starting a 4-string goalie versus the Rangers makes me question the organization finally turning the corner and tanking. Yeah. There it is. All zone entries and have the Canucks enter backwards only. That'll be fun. Could Miller be traded at the draft? It's still before his contract kicks in. I doubt it, though, but he could be. Shen probably stays West Coast. I agree. Theodore still plays. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't get Marchessault. A draft lottery watch party could end a lot of tears based on how far. Yeah, that's true. Vancouver battles versus Chicago. Gotcha. Sad to see the Blackhawks are. What do you do for work? Yeah, I work for the Catholic Archdiocese. Work for the Catholic Church. I help churches do their programming. Mostly work in the organized areas of youth and children. So making sure they're getting formed in their Catholic faith. I want a skate jersey with number 17. That's my grandma's birthday party. Nice. Nice. Some love for Jay. Another donation. Thank you, Jay. Give Jay some love. $5 donation. Tyler Myers and Besser for Eric Johnson prospect and a second. Prospect and a second. Honestly, it depends who the prospect is, Jay. Seth Jones isn't much better than OEL. Tocchet wants to bring in more grit and sandpaper type players. That's why he loves DiGiuseppe. That's why he likes Joshua. Half season tickets. Wanted to sell my ticket tonight. Put it on listing for minimum price. Nobody bought it. Never been more bored and angry at a game before. Oh, interesting. I thought Mahomes tonight was at least entertaining, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Someone mentioned that it looks like in your profile picture that you're touching the cup. Waste of money and time and community in the game tonight. Might start giving away the tickets for free. I understand your frustration for sure. I understand. Win for Team Tank. The team needs more grit. You see the video of the grade school practice the other day. It looks so funny. Yes. Move. Tweet. Move. Tweet. Yeah. Yeah. It looked like an elementary school game indeed. C Loves for first game. Fine. Fine. Bret Hart opened up his own bar called Hitman's Bar. Okay. Thank you. So Pavan and Omar Gosh know each other. That's awesome. Oi, guys, I will answer one more minute of questions, and then I will talk about Dallas, and then I will wrap up. Appreciate all of you being here. Appreciate the donations, the new members. Awesome. Bedard is feeling more possible. Yes. My mother told me it was rude of me to keep touching my cup. That's good advice. Even if the game is considered exciting, it's still so dire with this organization. It isn't even worse how much darker we'll get in the coming years. I understand, Mahomes. I understand. Michael, I've been saying the tank word for the past month, man. Where have you been? Actually, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'm mature enough to be the voice of reason. Do the Canucks have goaltending situation? No, not at all. Justin alluded to it. If you try your best to win, you start Delia tonight. He had 2 days off. Monday was the last game, but they wanted to give Sealoves a shot, and that tells me they're not too concerned about winning right now. Double shutout tonight. Arizona won 1-0 in shootout over Tampa. Wow. I watched the Super Bowl. I thought it was a pretty good game. Some great offense by both QBs. Not blaming that one call on the game. And then I realized that I lost $50 to Sean. I bet I took the Eagles. He took the Chiefs. I forgot about that bet. He reminded me last night. Does Bedard actually have any say if he said? No, not for the first technically 7 years of his career. You are beholden to the team that drafts you. Okay, friends, I will need to wrap up here. No problem, Michael. Glad you're here because I do have a bit of stuff to do. So tomorrow morning, getting up at 6, going downtown with my lovely wife Gail at 7. It's the annual Teachers Conference. I usually help for both days, but I can only help with the first hour or 2 hours or so. But they need my help. Basically, I'm in the tech booth. I'm wearing a headset, and I'm coordinating all the cameramen, the mics, and the video. Okay, so we need a camera on the podium. The priest is going to start talking now. The bishop's going to start talking. Okay, we need choir. Let's go. Video on the screen. So that's my job tomorrow. Is I'm wearing a headset and I'm coordinating all of the audio visual for this big conference of 1,500 teachers, which is pretty cool. And then gonna come home, drive home, pick up my bag and my computer, and then Sean is gonna take me to the airport. Then I'm flying to Dallas. I arrive tomorrow night in Dallas, and I am emceeing a youth conference. So about 1,000 young people. And I'm not a keynote speaker, so they brought in 2 speakers and a musician and me. So it's the 4 of us are on the ministry team. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Just for the heck of it, if you guys like just a sense of the kind of stuff I do for work, I'm just going to show you one thing real quick. And if you want to check it out later for whatever reason, you can go to this link. So what I'm doing is it says, why is that banner up there? How long has that been up there? Has it been up there the whole time? I'm at this Dallas Catholic Youth Conference. So a bunch of people here. And then it says main stage. Oh yeah, main stage ministry team. Then there's this house band, Dave Moore Music. And look at this guy, MC, Clay Emo. And then it gives, this is before I had my Canuck Clay jersey. Although I packed it, they asked me to bring that down there. And then there's a bio about me. Clay Emo's a speaker, YouTube writer, musician, and bowler, married, So, oh yeah. And then when he's not doing ministry, Clay enjoys spending time with his family, playing music, playing sports, playing nap time, writing Canucks parody songs, and making cheesy YouTube videos about his favorite hockey team. And you click on it and it goes to my Instagram. So there's my Instagram there. By the way, speaking of which, did you guys see my sweet shot today? I know I didn't put any sound on, but just, oh yeah, see that? And then there's a link to my website as well. Oh no, oh yeah, it is, but they've got some weird protection on there. Anyways, so thanks for letting me share all that. That was probably 2 minutes of your day you're never gonna get back. And yeah, and Carl, it is indeed their version of Youth Day. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be hanging out there. I arrive tomorrow night, and then the conference is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then on Sunday, I'll be seeing a couple friends, 2 different friends, and then flying back Monday morning. The cool thing is the conference center and the hotel is right next to the Dallas Stars practice facility. So if they're practicing on Friday, I might try and walk over and see if I can get in and check it out. I'm gonna try and find out when I get down there. The other thing is Dallas plays on Saturday night. They're hosting Columbus. Obviously, I can't go because I'm supposed to be on the stage. You know, I better do my job when I'm down there. But it's kind of cool that the Dallas Stars are in town when I'm there. So I am going to try and check out the practice facility. And then if I somehow extended my stay a week, like till next Monday, the Canucks actually play in Dallas on the 27th. But that's a little bit too long to stay. So when I'm there, I'll be tweeting. I'll be doing some stuff on Instagram. So you can follow me there. My full name, Clayton Emo, on Instagram, ClaytonImoo. No problem, Wolf Girl. Oh, you're. By the way, just safe travels. Thanks, Wolf Girl. Kemner is a basketball coach. Okay, I need your help. I am going to wear my Canucks jersey for one of my sessions. Form was bad. Fair enough. Settle down, Curry. That 3-pointer was viral. I don't know about viral, but thanks. You guys are all kind to me. So when it comes to Canucks videos, I'm going to see how I do. I'm going to bring my stuff down for sure, like at least my little mic and I have my phone, so I can certainly upload. I'll see how my days are going. So definitely no live streams though, because I got to rest my voice and focus on what I'm doing there. Canucks only play once actually when I'm gone. They play Saturday. They host Philly. Then I'm back on Monday. So I'll do Canucks After Dark. I'll do my own show on Monday night. Then Tuesday night, the Canucks play again. And then Wednesday is going to be the first members live stream because it's the last Wednesday of the month. So I'll give you guys a lot of notice for that. And yes, I'm back on Monday, Justin. Okay. Kemner, was my form that bad? No. I didn't think it was that bad. It was pretty bad. I just promised that I wouldn't get defensive, and I'm not a basketball player. Decent shooter. Good going to the hole. Great right hand. I have no left. So, story of my life when it comes to basketball. Okay, friends. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you. Moderators, you shoot better than Ben Simmons. No problem, Ricky. Thanks that you were here. My son Sean was there. Shannon says safe travels to Dallas. And you say J.R. Ewing said him. Not sure he's still alive. Didn't someone shoot him in that show? But I hear what you are saying. Yes, someone did shoot JR. Is the biggest mystery on network TV. Huge tank game in Dallas when you're there. Yeah, maybe I'll inspire Columbus to beat Dallas somehow. Okay, I got to go. Thanks, everyone. Moderators, thank you. Looks like you weren't too busy, which is a good thing. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks to you for your support. Thank you, Hall of Fame members and franchise members. Thank you to Jay for becoming a new franchise member. Thank you to, I think it was Coach Rob and Carol who gifted memberships. Also, I think Justin and Jay had donations in there. And if I forgot anyone, I apologize. But thanks everyone for the different types of support tonight, whether you're gifting memberships, becoming members, or donations. I appreciate you at all. Try and extend your stay. Check Star's Twitter. Just tell me, Justin. Tell me now. Tell me now before I go. Tell me now before I go. And yes, Jay, no Sunday stream because I'll still be in Texas. Community. What? Oh, what day? Justin, what day? Oh, no. Oh, I got to fly home. Technically, I couldn't even fly. I could fly home Sunday, but I'm extending by one day to Monday. And, but I got to get home. It's family day. I should spend at least some of Monday at home with my family. But Justin, thanks for that. Oh, dang. Okay. I'll see if I can still get in there. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, rate and review. On your way out, subscribe, like the video, become a member, upgrade your membership, leave a donation. And most importantly, thanks everyone for being here. I always appreciate you and I never take you for granted. So stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You guys know that's not pretty good at math, not the best though. I can tolerate algebra. Maybe even a little bit of calculus. But geometry is where I draw the line. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.